How to use Shopify, a step-by-step guide on how to create a profitable online store. This is part 1 of 2. Welcome to the channel. Hey, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do so. Hit that subscribe button down there, turn it from red to gray. Don't forget to ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time I go live. Now this video is going to walk you all the way through how to use Shopify, how to set up that store. I remember when I first logged into Shopify, I was like, oh my God, there's so much here. I don't know what to do. Is it a logo? Well, what color, what theme do I do? Do I add products? I didn't know what to do. Now the example I'm going to use for this particular video is going to be a hot sauce store. Okay, so that we have to pick something, so we're going to pick hot sauce. Now I'm going to have a link to Shopify below so you could set up a store. You can get a 14-day free trial with that link, and when you first set up your store, it's going to ask you to put a name in there. So it's going to be like abcclothing.shopify.com, and I wouldn't agonize over that a whole lot because you can always buy a domain and direct it to the domain. So it may be ABC Clothing or PL Clothing or whatever you want to do. You can always change that later on, so don't worry about that so much. Okay, so let me put something up on the screen, and then I'm going to kind of walk you through all the steps that you're going to need to know, so maybe you can make a list of these off to the side and you'll be more prepared when you actually sign up for your Shopify store. So let's check it out. First thing you're going to need is a business idea. Since so many hot sauce brands brag about being the hottest sauce ever, in this particular example, it's going to be kind of hot sauce. Okay, sold great tasting mild hot sauces for the semi-adventurous. If you don't have a business idea yet, you can also browse through a list of just different business ideas for inspiration. They have that on Shopify. The next thing you're going to need is a business name. You can use name check, you can use a whole bunch of different things out there. You can use GoDaddy to find a name, whatever you want. On this example, we're going to use kindahotsauce.shop as the domain. So don't worry about what you're going to call your store, because you can always choose a domain later on, or try Shopify's free domain name generator. Next thing you're going to need is a logo. Don't overthink this logo thing. I worked with a designer before, and I've used, self-designing logos. They're all pretty good. It's not that big of a deal. So, just get a logo. You're going to prepare a PNF file. I'll go ahead and put it on the screen here real quick. There's what we came up with, kinda hot sauce. Next thing you're going to need to know is what products you can actually sell. Are you going to do digital products? Are you going to do physical products? Are you going to have services available? All those things need to be thought out before you build your store. Photos, you're going to need clean product photos. It helps you sell your product. Okay, here's 3 photos right here that we're going to put on the store. You see them right there. It's kind of hot sauce. If you're unsure what to put up there, just start with something. It doesn't matter. I think people overthink this stuff. The first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to add your products to the store. They got to be on the store. Okay, so you got to get your products in there. Don't worry about having thousands of products yet. Okay, you want to just start with base products, maybe 10 20 products, whatever you have, and get those up on your store. Now let me show you a screen of what you're going to see within Shopify. You're going to go to products, add product to create your first product listing. You can see that right here. There's a number of decisions that's going to be made on this page, so let me break it down. You're going to write your product title and description. Super important, guys. This part's super important. Your product pages are where your customers go to learn about the product and decide whether or not to buy it. Details do matter, and sharing the right information in the right way, from pricing to sizing through text and visuals, really can make the difference. Now if you're unsure about how to do this, you could look at some of your competitors. What did they do? Emulate some of the stuff they did. Not copy, but you can emulate. You can do something similar for that. Next thing you're going to need to do is product descriptions. You're going to describe and sell your product there. You got to know who you're speaking to. Okay, super important. Who's your audience? You got to highlight your incentives. You got to anticipate common questions and objections. You want to make your text easy to scan. You want to help customers see themselves using your product. Okay, let's check this out on the screen. This is Hot Enough Habanero right here, and it's got products. You've got your title there. I've put in a description of that particular product right there. And then you're going to upload your photos and other media. Most cameras in an iPhone right now are good enough. Here's some examples of some pictures on this particular site. and use your iPhone. Okay, it's like the newest iPhone I have right now is the 13 at the time I'm recording this, the 13 Pro Max or whatever it is. It will actually do some really nice bokeh in the background where you can blur out the background. So a lot of iPhones will do, you don't have to overthink this, but you want to get a decent picture on there. You don't want to use standard stock photos. Then of course you're going to need to set your price for the product, and that's where we added our pictures, and here's our pricing right here. You're going to have your price, compare at price, cost per item. That way you can look at your profit margins and how much money you're making. And here's a little chart of everything up there. I got Hot Enough habanero, and it's got all my price per product, my actual price, and my gross profit margin on each one, and the weights. Inventory is something to think about. If you were drop shipping, you wouldn't have to worry about it. If you're doing print on demand, you have to worry about it. But if you're making your own product, of course you will. You're going to need to have your SKU in there, which is a stock keeping unit, is used to keep track and manage your inventory. You're going to want to have your barcode in there. You're going to want to have your quantity in there. And you can slow this video down if you want to read some of those descriptions. You're certainly welcome to do that. This is what it looks like inside of Shopify. The screen here that says inventory. Then you're going to want to think about your shipping. Of course, you're going to want to have your weight, any of your customs information in there, any shipping information in here. This is a shipping screenshot right here, what it's going to look like. This is used to calculate the rates at checkout, the country of origin, the provenance, all that good stuff. If you have any variants to the products, you're going to do that. Here's your variant screenshot right here. Variants are different sizes of that particular hot sauce, or different sizes of clothing, or whatever it may be. Then of course you're going to want to have your product type, your vendor, your tags, any of the collections. All those things are very, very important. And then product availability, you need to manage that. You got to have in here, if it's an online store, what the product type is, who the vendor is, any collections you have in there, any and all tags you want to fill those in. I do suggest using Uber Suggest. It's a free keyword search tool to gauge how often people search for different keywords when you're doing your products. Here's an example right here, search engine listing preview. It's got the title of it, it's got the description of it, and you can see the page title and description there, and it also gives me a preview so I can see what it looks like. The collections, okay, here's a collection page right here, medium hot sauces for the semi-adventurous. So I'm going to put that in there, have all that information listed in there. This is what it looks like on the search engine. This is the page title. This is the description right here, browser collection of flavorful, got a little error there, medium hot sauces, got to fix that. Then you're going to want to create online shopping keys for the pages in the stores. You want to have your contact page, you want to have your about us page, you want to have your frequently asked question page, and your policy pages also. Here's an example of an our story page. We didn't want to make the world's hottest hot sauce, we wanted to make the tastiest. Okay, so this website is all geared around tasty hot sauces, not just burning you up. Okay, you want to have a good contact page. Here's an example of a contact page right here. And you can use a template if you want, which makes it really simple, and you can answer some of these questions so you save with a lot of customer contact on there. How to use Shopify, a step-by-step guide on how to create a profitable online store. Part 2 of 2. Let's jump right into this. In the next part, I want to talk about contact pages. Guys, this is so very important. Imagine you go to a web page and you can't find any contact information. Are you going to do business with that company? Probably not. Let's dive into Shopify's contact page fill in, and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, let's go over there right now. Okay, here's an example of what you're going to see on your pages. Okay, in this particular one, you can use a template if you want, okay, which is really simple. But what they're saying here is if you have a question or get in touch with us, just want to say hello, you can reach us at, and then they've got a email address right there. Make sure you have an email address. Make sure you've got a phone number in there, guys. A lot of you are going to say, well, I don't have a phone number for my business. Go to Google and you can get, I think it's Google Voice, you can get a free phone number and put it in there, and you'll have voicemail and everything in there. So make sure you've got a phone number in there. You can get 800 numbers, which make it look a little bit better, but nowadays an 800 number doesn't mean a whole lot because most of us are using cell phones, and since we're using cell phones, we're not paying long distance. So 800 numbers are nice, but they don't matter as much as they used to. So it's something that if you don't want to spend the money on it, just get a Google Voice number and use that instead. The next thing I want to talk about is policy pages. What is policy? Policy is basically how you treat different circumstances. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a screenshot up here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. First one is a return policy. What is your return policy? Are they going to be able to exchange it? Can they get their money back? How long do customers have to initiate a return? What condition does the product have to be in? A generous return policy can help customers buy from you with confidence. Okay, I know I buy a lot from Amazon, I buy a lot from Costco because I know the return policy is so good I never have to worry about stuff. So something I'm on the fence about buying, I'll go ahead and buy it anyhow, and if I get it home and I don't like it, I can always take it back or I can ship it back. Privacy policy. A privacy policy describes how you collect your information about your customers. Now if you want samples of this, there are millions of samples out there. You can just Google that and find a sample privacy policy one. Terms of service. Your terms of service policy is an agreement between you and the customer outlining how you will operate and what rights you reserve. That's super important to do that. Next thing is your shipping policy. Shipping policy helps the customer expectations around shipping costs, manufacturing times, and delivery speeds for the regions that you ship to. Now I certainly think you should 100% customize your store to your brand, but it doesn't mean you can't use a template to do that. So let's jump in here and we're going to take a look at a template and how that comes out. Okay, you want to go to online stores and then go to themes in Shopify. Okay, and start thinking about where you want your website to be, what you want it to look like. The first step is to choose the theme. The template you install in your store you can use at a starting point for design, and you can build your own online store. The Shopify theme store is home to both free and paid themes, each with its own set of styles and features. Some themes are made for larger product catalogs, while others are single product businesses. Others are made for certain industries or types of businesses, such as, I don't know, express theme for restaurants, something like that. Now each theme comes with their own style, so you do want to shop around a little bit and look and see what's out there and pick something that's going to be comfortable for not only your customers but you and your brand. You also want to, when you look at the themes, does it have the customizable things you're going to need for selling your products? Variants of a product, different sizes, different colors, that type of thing. Make sure your theme can do that. Don't ever worry about picking your theme based on colors or fonts or any of that stuff, because all of these themes you can customize and you can always change the colors and fonts, so you don't need to worry about that. Now some of the paid themes you can actually pay a fee just to try it out to see if you like it. So you can pick a free one or you can pick a paid one, whatever you do, and don't worry about what theme you're picking right now. If you don't like it later on, you can always switch to another theme, and you don't have to re-upload all your products and prices and meta tags and all that stuff. You don't have to do that again. It just changes the look of the website. You really want to think about your homepage. Your homepage is so very important. That's the first impression they're going to get of your site, so you want to make sure you direct them into the right places. You don't make it too confusing. You don't have too much information on there. Make sure it's clean and easy to navigate. Now some of the things you can do is a slideshow, so you can actually have a slideshow on your homepage where your products keep going through there and they can see it. Another thing you can do is put featured products on there. I like putting featured products right below a slideshow so that you can see what the featured products are and it gets people's interest in them. And you want to make sure you have a good image with text, and we talked about images in the first video, but images are so important that you have really high quality images. And don't worry, once again, you don't need a fancy schmancy camera. You can use your iPhone, you can use your Android phone. A lot of these phones now have incredible cameras on them. They're better than a DSLR was 5 years ago when I bought a DSLR. So you can use your phone for a lot of these things. Don't worry about that. You may also want to add a newsletter to it. A lot of these themes have newsletters built into it, so you can have a newsletter in there. You may also want to add a blog. I like having a blog in there so you have some good content for your customers. Of course, we want to put all the tags on the products so that somebody can use the search bar on the top right or top left or center or wherever you put your search bar, but you want to make sure they can look on your site and find things without having to scroll through all your products. Make sure you pick some colors and some fonts that fit your brand. This is something, like I said, that can be changed no matter what theme you have, and that's where you're going to set all those things, is actually in the theme. But pick things that are really going to express who you are, who your brand is, and what you're all about. Now don't ignore the fact that colors have meaning to them. Red makes people hungry. If you think about it, Taco Bell's got red in it, so does Burger King, so does McDonald's, so does Kentucky Fried Chicken. I could go on and on and on, but they figured out that red makes people hungry. Next thing you could think about is yellow. Yellow makes people feel safe and secure, so that's another color that you may want to pick. Purple makes people feel like it's royal, that it's magical, that it's VIP type stuff. So there is a psychology to colors. And on Shopify there is a link where you can search psychology of colors, and you can read through there. It has all the hex codes and everything that you're going to need. Okay, let's get into customizing the checkout now. I'll show you what that looks like inside Shopify and show you where you can click. All right, so you're going to want to go to settings and then checkout, and then you're going to come to this window right here. Okay, this is where you can upload your store's logo, change the fonts, colors, all that type of stuff. And then it has some other choices in here. Customer accounts are disabled. Customers will only be able to check out as guests, which would be silly. You don't want to do that. Accounts are optional. This is the one I would go for. With a customer account or as a guest, or accounts are required, they have to set up an account. If you require people to set up an account, you're going to have fewer people buy from you. I can guarantee that. Okay, next up, to check out, customers can check out either using their phone number or email. Next choice is customers can only check out using email. So you may want to have a couple choices there. And the cool thing is if you get the phone number, you can use SMS messaging and you keep in touch with them. And then they can choose how they want to be contacted. Form options right here. Do you want to require last name only, first and last name, company name, address? And you can make these optional, or you can make them required. That's entirely up to you. The next thing you want to do is set up your shipping. Now there has been a big movement over the past few years to get free shipping. We have done it over a certain amount at my Survival Cave food store, survivalcavefood.com, if you want to check that out. It's over a certain amount because we can't afford to give free shipping. If somebody buys a $15 can of meat, the shipping will eat up all the profit on that, so we don't do that. However, on the higher prices we do give free shipping now, and we found that people really like that, and I think they've been more educated to free shipping based on Amazon. Now some of you out there will say, I can't afford to give out free shipping, JR, my profit margin's too small, it just won't work. Increase your profit margin, charge more for your product, and just give free shipping. It doesn't really matter as long as it's covered. Now some of you may say, well, what if I ship to California? It's going to be more expensive than if I ship to New York because I'm in New York State. Or what if I ship to Hawaii and that's going to be really expensive? You've got to kind of just get an average. That's what we do, is we get an average of the US and all the places we ship to, and we say, well, the average is, you know, $29.50, and then we may just add you know, $30 to the price of each of those items, and that way it's covered. Will you lose on some of them? Yeah. Will you gain on some of them? Yeah. Overall it's an average. Don't worry about that part. Just get your shipping set up. I do recommend, if you can do free shipping, great. If not, then go ahead and set up your shipping the way you want. You also need to consider taxes. You can go to settings and taxes and set that up for each state. Remember, you do have to have that set up, or that's something that has to be done. And of course the last part is you want to get paid, right? You've got to set up all your payment gateways. All you have to do is go to settings and payments. You can set all that up. If you use authorize.net or Stripe or whatever you're using for your store, that's where you're going to set everything up. PayPal, you do want to give them as many options as possible. I will say that, because some people like Google Pay, and some people like PayPal, and some people like using their MasterCard, and some people like using their American Express. And the more options that you offer, the better off you're going to be. Because think of it this way, if a person only uses PayPal, they don't use anything else, okay, and they go to your website and they don't see PayPal, they're going to be out. They're not going to buy the product. So why not offer it to them? I understand that some credit cards charge you higher fees. When we take an American Express, it's a lot higher than when we take a MasterCard or Visa, but I don't want to lose that American Express buyer, so I make sure I have that available for them. Then of course you want to add all your social networks. You want to put your pixels on there if you're using Facebook, Google Analytics, all these things, so you can actually monitor and see what your store is doing. 7 apps for selling digital products on Shopify. And in this video I want to show you the 7 best apps you can use with your Shopify store so you can make a lot of money. Okay, let's run over and check out some of these apps right now. The first one is called Digital Downloads. Guess what that one does? Okay, here we are at Digital Downloads. Okay, pretty darn cool. This is a free app by Shopify. It offers a simple way to sell digital products on your own website. Upon purchase, customers can download their file immediately and receive a link in an email. You can attach files to your product, so a digital attachment or link to a variant in a particular product, and will track sales and downloads. Customers get the files instantly, so your customers get a direct download after checkout and an emailed link, and automatically send updates. So updating the attached file can automatically send an updated download link to your customers. It's a great app. Okay, check it out. And it's a Shopify app. Okay, the next one I want to talk to you about is SendOwl. okay? And SendOwl is a pretty cool one. It's for more complex digital product businesses. SendOwl comes with a variety of features and useful automation like expiring links and auto-generated license keys to power your products. Downloads are issued via secure expiring download link to keep your files safe from unwanted attention. It really is a great company. They're backed by a full team whose only job is to improve and expand SendOwl. No part-timers that work there. They've delivered over 8 million orders for Shopify customers and the only digital delivery app to be offered on Shopify Plus. So it's a really good app. I would suggest you check it out. Okay, the next app I want to tell you about is called Courses. This is number 3. Courses is super cool, guys. This Shopify app lets you create lessons, tutorials, webinars, manuals, and sell them online. You can create beautiful online educational portals. You can do pre-recorded videos. You can even live stream lesson content, which is really cool. Customers can track their progress and earn certificates upon completion. Now, you can sell your knowledge online, whether you're making lessons, tutorials, webinars, or manuals. This app will let you use Shopify as a learning education platform. Set expected time to complete the course using LMS, which is Learning Management System, and see how customers make progress on getting new skills. Now, every customer's account will list all courses they purchased in well organized and a designed place. Okay, the next app I want to tell you about is called Single Music. Now, if you're a musician selling music, Single was made with you in mind. Not only does it bridge the gap between physical and digital music scales, it also lets you easily include clips on your product page for your customers to actually sample, and that makes a huge difference. You can do ticketed live streams. You can sell tickets to private live stream events hosted inside your store. Fans buy tickets and return to your store to watch. You could do chart reporting, automatically submit digital and physical sales to charts around the globe. Reports are delivered automatically every single day. And you can do digital delivery, of course. Album templates with track lists and built-in audio previews. Fans can purchase individual tracks, albums, and bundles. It's a really cool app, guys. I think you should check that out. Okay, that brings us to Thinkific. I like Thinkific. It's really cool. This app's let you monetize your expertise and grow your audience by adding online courses to your Shopify store. You can actually upload and drag and drop content to create a course curriculum. A free plan is available, allowing you to create up to 3 courses. But you know what? You're going to love this so much, you're going to want to keep going. You can get revenue for your knowledge. Think about this. Your audience respects your expertise. Online courses can grow that connection and monetize your knowledge into a new revenue stream. Online courses are an effective way to showcase your products in action, boosting the likelihood of both sales and referrals. And you know what? You can grow your audiences. Courses are great for attracting new customers and keeping your business top of mind as customers make their way through each lesson. As they're learning from you, it builds more and more trust. Thus, it builds more and more audience for you. Okay, the next one I want to tell you about is called FetchApp. Now, this is another one of the digital download delivery apps. And it offers fewer features than SendOwl. However, it has a free plan. So if you want to start off free, you can do that. You get 5 megabytes of storage, and it gives you the ability to attach multiple files to a single product, which I think is pretty darn cool. It is very flexible for your needs, though. You can attach multiple files, like I said, to a single product, and you can associate a single file with several products to restrict downloads by time, quantity, or both. Now, it's got a pretty easy order management system. You receive the orders through multiple carts and gateways, and you can manage all in one place, which makes it so much easier. You can manually expire, you can reopen, or you can resend orders at any time you choose to do so. There are no commission fees, so they don't take a commission on your sales, and their low monthly fees are based on your storage needs. So if you don't host a lot of stuff, you don't have to pay a lot of stuff. And they also have free and self-hosted plans that are also available. So I would highly recommend you check out FetchApp. Not to mention they have excellent reviews. They're 4.9 stars. Okay, and that brings us to Skypilot. Now, these are ideal for building membership programs. You can actually sell files, okay, exclusive video streams to customers, either one you want. Customers can then access all of their previously purchased files, so they always have access to it through their own customer account. So it really does keep it very organized, makes it easy for you, and it makes it easy for your purchasers too. It automatically delivers files and streaming videos to your customers immediately after the purchase. So as soon as they do it, there's no delay, they get it. It's a really simple delivery system. Your customers can access all of their purchase files and videos, reducing your customer support. And I'll tell you, once you start getting into a lot of customer support, it burns up a lot of your time. You can also have your store, your emails, your branding from start to finish, so it keeps your brand on there and keeps it in the front of the customers in mind. SkyPilot is a Shopify app for selling files and videos. I want you to understand that it really is beautifully designed. I like it a lot. Customers can access previously purchased files, like I said, and it can be fully customizable pages for your files and videos. You can have unlimited files and videos per item in your store, and the free plan comes with 2 megabytes of storage, and then you're going to pay for plans that are a little bit larger than that. I hope this helps you out. I hope it kind of gives you some insight into these apps are awesome nowadays, guys. If you have a Shopify store, please take advantage of these things. You may think that your audience isn't interested in digital products. I can assure you they are. You just don't know it yet because you haven't offered it to them. Why not offer it to them and see what you can do? It's added revenue for you, and it can be ongoing revenue, especially if it's continuity where they pay monthly or a membership, that type of thing. You'll have money coming in monthly. Shopify announces the new Linkpop link tool. The real story. Shopify has done it again. They've come out with something different called Linkpop. So in this video, what I'd like to do is explain to you what it is, if you could use it, and if it's really worthwhile. Now, Shopify has entered the link in bio marketplace with their new tool, Linkpop. The new offering is really aimed at creators and allows them to directly buy products on the Linkpop page. You can also include links to your page, and it allows people using Linkpop to actually purchase right from the Linkpop page without ever having to leave the app. As a merchant, all you need to do is link your page, your products, with Linkpop, and people can actually go there and purchase your product. It also allows you to embed videos, links, and all kinds of other links in there. It also allows you to put links in there for websites, articles, blogs, playlists, and videos. Now, it's going to include all types of analytics, such as links, click-through rates, all the good stuff that you're going to want to know about. You can also customize parts of the Linkpop page, including colors and fonts. Basically, this all came about because sellers are selling from more and more places. This allows the seller to actually have all those links in one place so that the buyer can actually buy from one spot and never leave the app. Now, anyone can use the tool, whether they're a Shopify customer or not, but only Shopify users can actually put links in there for purchases. What it allows somebody to do is, before you've actually launched your business, is to build your brand and your audience. So let's go over to the Linkpop page and I'll show you all about it. Okay, so I'm over here at the Linkpop sign up page, and this is by Shopify. You can see here. Now, obviously, Shopify has come up with this to get people to link to their stores. However, you can set up a free account here, and they give you some information here. Turn your audience into customers through your social bio with Linkpop, a free link in bio tool designed for e-commerce, powered by Shopify's fast and secure checkout. So it's a pretty cool thing. What I'd like to do is kind of go through this a little bit and just take a look at the different parts of it so you can get an idea of what it feels like. So first off, I think this part here is cool. It's linkpop.com/your name. So the sooner you sign up for something here, the better off you are, because those names are going to be going away as soon as people sign up for it. Now, you can create a free page with your top links in minutes, and it has products, blogs, favorites, digital, wallet, all kinds of stuff in here. I think they get NFTs too, merchandise, and then you actually make your page. It says here, start a free Linkpop page that curates everything you're creating online, highlight important content like your website, blog, playlist, and more from your link in bio. This is where you would click right here if you want to make it. And then they say you can monetize it right here if you take a look at this. It says using Instagram or TikTok to promote your products, turn followers into customers by adding shoppable links to your Linkpop page powered by Shopify checkout. Now, this is super important. because you can actually sell products directly in that app, whether it be TikTok or whatever, and not have to leave and go to your webpage. And the more steps you have for somebody to buy something, the less sales you're actually going to make. It says here, new to e-commerce, level up your Linkpop page with a Shopify plan. Of course, they're trying to get you to sign up for Shopify, which, you know, for $9, I mean, the basic one, it's well worth it, guys. It really is. You know, if you get a couple sales a year, you're going to pay for this. And then you share it. They say once your link in bio page is ready, copy and paste your custom URL to Instagram, TikTok, Patreon, or anywhere with a social bio. Linkpop is optimized for lightning fast load times, giving your audience a shoppable experience in seconds. Now, this is really cool because a lot of pages don't load fast, and especially a lot of our websites don't load fast. And if you could use something like this and it was a lot quicker, you're going to get more sales. Now they get down into analyze it right here. Easily track which content or products get the most clicks with Linkpop's free analytics tool. Test performance and learn what sells on any day of the week. So this is really cool. You've also got all these stats here, which is very nice. And then they get down to the community of creators using Linkpop. And they have a whole list of people down here and what they're doing. Then they got the frequently asked questions down here. So if you've got any questions, you know, what is Linkpop? What are shoppable links? Can I view my link in bio analytics with Linkpop? Is Linkpop free? How does the link in bio work? Let's just click on that one there real quick. It says a link in bio tool collects all the links under one URL, which is most commonly placed in the bio section of your Instagram or TikTok profile. So if you're on Instagram or TikTok, I highly suggest you get this. I really do. When somebody clicks the link, they'll be able to see all the URLs that you'd like to promote, from your latest product release to your blog to your favorite song of the month. To create your own link in bio with Linkpop, just sign up and then copy and paste your top links like your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, Spotify playlists, websites, blog posts, digital wallet, Shopify store. Oh my gosh, it's all of it. It's all of it. What does link in bio mean? Let's take a look at this one here. Link in bio is a term used by creators, influencers, and brands on social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok. These sites have short bio sections and don't allow users to include links in the description of individual posts. So when somebody writes link in bio in a post, they're directing you to their profile bio where you can find a link to more information outside the platform. So it says here, where can you use link in bio tool? And it's going to list all the places you can use it. Of course, Instagram, TikTok, blah, 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 blah. All of them are right there. And let's see, who uses link in bio tools? Let's take a look at this. Anyone trying to build their audience and presence should use a link in bio tool. You'll most commonly see them in the special profiles of creators, influencers, and brands. Any person or business that has more information to share with you outside of their social platform. A link in bio tool gives these users an incredible opportunity to grow their following, reinforce their brand and reputation, and turn visitors into followers, and turn followers into customers. And this is the important part here. This is the thing everybody's asking. Do I have to be a Shopify merchant? No, you don't have to be. However, keep in mind, if you are not a Shopify merchant, you will not be able to use the automatic purchase links. So they can't do that. So you can get started free right here. Okay, let's click on get started free here. And then I'm going to put an email in here. Then I'm going to click sign up for free. Okay, I've created my account. And then I'll just create page right here. Page URL. This is where you can have your own personalized page URL. So I'm going to fill all that in, and I'll just put to be written, and I'll create my profile right here. So I've got one now for J.R. Fisher. You can see it here at the top. This is my Linkpop, and that's pretty cool. That's really all there is to it. So I've got one here now that has my name, and that's really all there is to it. So I would highly suggest If you're trying to sell anything online, you want to sign up for Linkpop, and you want to do it as quickly as you possibly can. Reason being is all these names are going to certainly be gone at some point. All you gotta do is click that sign up free, and I'm going to do one other page while I'm here. Okay, so I'm going to create a page for Survival Cave Food now. And I'll just put Survival Cave Food. And I'll be to be written. Okay, so I've created one for J.R. Fisher and Survival Cave Food, and it's actually that easy. You got to do this. Hey guys, I got to tell you, there's so many new cool things coming out, and there's a lot of competition out there now. Let's face it, there's a lot of people selling online. That shouldn't scare you. All it should do is make you stay on top of things. If there's a lot of competition, that means a lot of sales are going down. You don't want to miss out on them. So when a new product like this comes out, if you're a TikTok or Instagram user, you're going to want to implement something like this, especially if you have a Shopify store, because you can integrate it. They can stay in the app and actually start clicking and buying your products without having to go somewhere else. And a lot of people don't want to leave these platforms. So that's why it's so darn helpful to have a tool like this, and it's absolutely free. Why wouldn't you use it? Now, this goes into, I guess, a general overview of Linkpop, but I think you can see it's very, very useful. My wife uses Linktree. That's another one of their products they have where you can put all your links in one place, so they can go to one place and see all your links, which is kind of similar to this, but you can actually buy in Linkpop, which I really like that idea a lot. If you have more questions about it, please put it in the comments section below. Feel free to ask me any questions you want about starting, running, and growing your online business. I do have a free course down there. It's absolutely free. All you have to do is click and learn. No credit card required. Also, I highly recommend you using Kartra for all your marketing online, your emails, your sales pages, your pop-up windows, all that good stuff. Use Kartra. I'm telling you, it's a great program. I have a link below for Kartra. If you click the link, you can watch a free video. It doesn't cost you anything. It'll explain it to you, and if you like it, I know you will. Okay, you can actually get a trial for only $1, so check that out too. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Hit the subscribe button below, turn it from red to gray, and don't forget, ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every single time I go live, so you don't miss anything. You don't miss any uploaded videos, you don't miss any live videos. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm. And I will show you a picture of a cute kitten right there. See that? Isn't that cute? That was worth it, right? Give me a thumbs up. Guys, thanks so much. I'll see you in the next video. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right there so you can be notified every time I do a new video. Also, click on one of those videos there. Keep watching on my channel.